Influence here, and today we got Magic Square's MS-B, I don't even know what it is, 64. It's their second Technobot Nosecone. I do have the first one, Lightspeed. They both came together. So, well, they came in the same box, I should say. They don't come together. But yeah, Magic Square got these pretty quickly to me, thankfully. I never got a ship notice. I don't think that their system has been messing up too. I never got a pay notice and never got a ship notice, but this came quick, so I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, it looks good. The colors are, my 360 is not great, so bear with me. It's dead and it doesn't seem to be charging. But yeah, the colors, I know there's a controversy, I guess. I don't know how much controversy there can be with or Transformers. I know there's a lot sometimes, but yeah, the colors are a tiny bit off, but they are pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate to the cartoon. Now, if you want cartoon accuracy and you like the colors, it's a win for you. If not, it's not a win for you. I don't know what else to say, but it looks good. It's on par. This sculpt is Magic Square, so they always have great sculpts. Can't be disputed. All right, so let's just get it going.
Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
So accessories, he comes with his gun and the other two things, guns, I guess, that go on his alt mode. And there's a little spot back here where you can store this. These two things or his gun can be stored back here as well. And it can be like that. You can kind of see it from the front, which is cool. Or you can put it back down so you can't see it at all from the front. And that's cool too. So these are exactly the same. Just one piece. His other gun is regular gun, looks nice. Orange plastic or yellowish orange. Could do with some paint, but we know how that go. We have the foot mode. It does come in two pieces. I just put it on here because I know this is how this goes. I think Bruticus was the same. I think it was Bruticus. Yeah, it had the ramps.
Subscribe.
And I guess they added these because they like the stability, which it did add a lot of stability. Directions and a card. See the card. Same as usual. And of course the box. Nice box, nice artwork. Nice back of the box. Pretty slim, pretty small box. So show his face up close. Really nice. I really like his face. It has some good paint on it. The eyes are painted like metallic blue. And the white part of his face is painted nicely. And the crest is a yellow, and then an orangish. His outer head is orangish. It's really nice. I kind of, and the paint isn't bad on here. Like, it's not straight up. This is probably plastic. That's probably my biggest gripe now. I know Magic Square doesn't paint their figures at like with all the metallic shiny paint, but they have been painting their figures lately more, better than what they did in the past. But they have weird choices. Like, this is plastic. This ain't painted. I would have liked it to be painted like this. This is painted. This doesn't look painted to me. It could be painted. I don't know. I'm not a paint expert, but it just looks like this color plastic versus this, which is two different colors. That's why I said the arms I don't think are painted. In the back, super clean. And this is metallic. That's more for alt mode. So here's MFT, which we all know these are bigger figures than normal Legends. But we got Blaster here, Magic Square. But this is an old blast. This blaster is their old blaster. So I don't know if they changed their scale. I'm not sure if Blaster's as big as the Technobots. And you have a train bot, which it's not Magic Square, but they did partner with the train bot people. Cyan culture, I believe that's what it is. And they are bigger, like these two, McFans toys and Train Bots. But they don't look bad. They look all right together. And bringing his counterpart, which they look good together. Head goes back all the way up. It goes down a little bit. You can make it go down more because of the neck joint or the joint, the flap that it's on. I don't think there's no tab for that flap, so it will come out or come up when you're manipulating it. You get spin the 360 and it's a hinge, so there's no side to side. You have the butterfly, not a butterfly, but it goes up. I was trying to pull it out. I wasn't sure. You pull it out for transformation, but I just wasn't sure if it gave you some extra butterfly or not. But yeah, you get that butterfly. You get the 360. You get the elbow that gets you more than 90 degrees. Got the ab crunch. Ab crunch is cool. Hand spins around. Fixed hand, of course. Fixed fingers. You get 360 on the waist. The sides. You can get the side skirts up. So you can get the splits. Full splits. And then you have the skirts in the front that move with the leg. And you can get the forward a lot, but the back you don't get a lot. This is up and down, so you get a little bit. I mean, maybe enough. If companies do this type of maneuver, I don't expect it on the Legends, but they do it on Masterpiece too. I expect that to have a drop down. Like if you're going to do the skirt that's connected, I like that a lot. I've said it in the past. I really like when the skirt is connected because you can't get the full range. But if you're going to do the connected skirt, you got to do a drop down right here so you can drop it down and then get the back so it clears this. Or I guess you could do no, you do have to do a drop down because this always hits. It always hits the top. It's more so this than the skirt. You could have put a skirt on there and it still wouldn't have went back because it hits the top. So we got thigh swivel. Knee gets you full double jointed and full everything. Foot, you have the rocker here, but you have a independent heel spur, and you have a toe that's independent, but it don't get you any down. But you can get it flipped around more for transformation, but you do have that part if you need it, if you want it. So for transformation, move this arm out. Let's flip this down. Well, you can bend it like that so you can flip it down. Flip it down and move this down. Move this in here like this. Back up in there. There's a mushroom peg here. So it does take some doing to, and that ain't it. You see that it can do that. That's what you don't want. And what you can do is squeeze it a little so it does go in there correctly. Then there's a little piece in here that you want to pull out, spin around, and then this goes up top and pegs in there like that. You do the same thing over here. Pull this down, flip it in. Make sure this goes tight in there. Flip this out, spin it around. Then tab that on. Squeeze these together. Then what you do is pull this arm out. See this piece right here? Pull that out and be able to move that piece too in order to get it where you need it at. Then you can put it back together. Again, it should be somewhat in the front like this. Then you can put that back in there. Turn this around. You can pull this up a little. Pull this out here. Then you want to get the drill out. So you get the drill out, open this up, get the front piece out too. So it's fully extended. Close it. Then you want to fool with this. We've seen this transformation before. So you can move this down, flip this head around, pull this apart from here, flip the head in. And now what you want to do is this goes in a little bit. Then these come up and over. So they collapse. Then you can move this back up and tab it together while it's collapsed. Then tab this here in the front. Pull this top piece off and you can move it down and it tabs in right there. I believe. No, I know it does. Let's see what we're gonna do. Well, we're gonna do the legs. May need a spudger. So you pull the heels down like this, pull the heels down like this. Like I said, you may need a spudger to get into here. Or maybe I can just do this. It's really tight because this is a thick tab, and there we go. Not too bad. Then you move this in here like that. Same thing here. Open up this. I don't know why it's so hard. Oh yeah, let me push that. Push this in a little bit, and then you should be able to get in there and open this up. It's that tab right there. There we go. It's easier on that side. I think it creates more leverage, probably. Then you move this in here, and you're dipping it underneath all that stuff that's in the leg. Then you dip that. Then here, you want to move this down. This is going to spin around like this and move it in here like this. Now, this is not good clearance right here. It opens up like that. So open that to get the clearance, and then you can push this in and you should be okay. There you go. And then this moves up here and clips on there like this. Got to get it just right. So again, over here, when you're trying to get this in, you pull this to the side, spin this around, put it up there, and then you have this little clearance piece right there that does that, and then you can get it in very easy. And there you go. Now you can combine this together. So now with this, you're moving it like this and getting these off of, they're pegged in there. And then you can drop down this to fill in the space here. These are like the knees, the secondary. But then you fill in that space, and then you can, there's like a piece here that goes into this space here, and then this will peg into right there. And there we go. And then you can peg this in there as well. There you go. There we go. And then these can just peg in the side here like that. And this the same like that. And you gotta make sure you have this where you need it. Oh, this one isn't. So let me make sure that's where it's needed. Then push it in. Now you should be good. Now it's close enough to stay solid. And here you are in the drill mode. You can bring in his weapons. I think you got to put them in, or you should have put them in before you lock this in, because it's hard to get in underneath. Yeah, there's a little space there for it, but it's just not great clearance to get it in without putting it in, without taking the arms off, I mean. So then you put these in there, and again, it's like a little space for it. They thought about it, but it just isn't great clearance. And then you can even bring this gun in if you want and put it up there. I don't know how much I like that, but this is like just a menacing drill. I don't know what else it is, but the transformation is great. It's fun. It's a fun figure. Here's Sideswipe in comparison. Here's Magic Square's Ultra Magnus in truck mode. So he could sit on Ultra Magnus if it was necessary. I don't think he's going in his cab, but you can see it looks good together. All in all, nice figure. I'm excited for these. I'm excited more for the MPs, just personally, because it's a figure that hasn't been done in MP. And I have I have Craftsman toys, but you can look at Craftsman toys. I wish I could compare them. I will compare them in combined mode, because I have it in combined mode and I'm not taking them apart. So there's no comparison with the figures. But I was saying Craftsman toys is more like bingo toys. Like if you want a bingo toys legend scale, it would be more Craftsman toys would be what it looks like. And I would say this is going to be more on par to what Fans Toys will probably look like. So you can kind of make a decision for your Masterpiece version, if you're into Masterpiece, from looking at these legend scales. But this is a really nice, really good figure. Has some paint right there. Let me take this off. I do like it like this better than with the gun on. But as I was saying, it has some nice looking figure. Got the drill bit here. Drill bit doesn't move, but that's fine with me. I don't mind it. I don't need it to move. And I'll probably do the combined mode when we get there. I'll just have to see. All right, so thanks for watching, and I'll get over to you next one. Peace.
Life ain't over. Life ain't over. Life ain't over. As long as you're alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.